After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am
He trolling, bruh. He trolling. Look, this is one of them cases of F around and find out. Y'all wanted to push so hard. And look, Sophie Cunningham. If y'all know anything, matter of fact, let me just give y'all the backstory. So basically, the WNBA has been pushing so hard for equality and all that kind of stuff to where the point to where they're willing to let this trans person from overseas come over and play. So now the men are like, all right, bro. And I'm pretty sure they're looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, if we put our girls in this sports, like most pro players do, they go pro in the NBA, they put their girls and all that kind of stuff in this sport. They're looking at it like, okay, now my baby girl gonna be playing men. So these guys, well, this guy for sure is taking that sacrifice and like, all right, y'all want to play like that? Let's show y'all that it's not we not even across the board. So Sophie Cunningham, baby girl, sit this fight out. If I was y'all, wouldn't even do nothing. Don't even stop arguing with them. And if y'all don't know, Sophie Cunningham pretty much made a stance. She was like, hey, she don't. She basically saying she don't want men in a sport. So Sophie, baby girl, sit this one out. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. Let the WNBA and all the people wearing them shirts, trans for kids, and all that kind of stuff. Usually I'll be against this, but let them look. Let them fight that fight. But I know one thing: we expecting equality. Let these men right here coming up, and this guy that's coming up, let these men play. Hey, that's what y'all wanted, right? Equality.
simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the
He
very
trolling.
values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My
See?
team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And
And y'all see the smirk on his face the whole time. Y'all know he trolling, bruh. That's what make this so good. I'm telling y'all, normally I would be against this kind of stuff, but now I'm licking my chops. I'm like, yes, this is what we ate. This what y'all wanted. Now I want to see it in full effect. Cause I know y'all been seeing the memes and stuff with Shaq and Kobe and LeBron and like in wigs playing. Look, now we get to see it. We get to see Juwanna Man in real time. So let's go.
I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
He trolling, bro. Let's go to this next one.
Well, earlier this week, I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for
Sometimes,
purposes
right?
of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. Well, I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But I'm a team first guy. I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all five major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girl
He trolling, bro. Like the sarcasm in their voice is killing me, bro. But hey, you F around and find out.
girls need me to do.
Mhm. All kidding aside, uh, what is the reason
All
for
kidding
your
aside.
decision to declare for the WNBA draft?
No, I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair. I see other great minds, other great athlete, political minds like Enes Kanter.
Good answer, my
Great
boy.
minds think alike, and it's only fair that some of us get a shot to play in the women's association. I think I'd be a great fit. I still have low mileage as a player, and I got the natural fair skin and the nice thick eyelashes and whatnot. I haven't broken out my wigs yet,
He trolling, bro. He
but
trolling.
I'm looking into some good ones. I don't know much about the wigs, but I'm looking into some. And I just hope that the bangs on the wig don't get into my eyesight, so I can play like I need to play.
What would stop you from declaring for the WNBA draft?
Um, I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the women's association. But hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So,
Look, he making a stance. He's standing on business. Y'all heard what he said. The only thing that will stop him It's basically he basically saying it's just doing the obvious. He's saying do what we all thinking. Now we get to see the foolishness because look, the second look, I don't want to hear nobody. Once these men start playing, I don't want to hear no. Well, he's a man. This is it. And I'm speaking from a standpoint of the ones that so pro trans and all that kind of stuff, trans for kids and all that BS, bro. Like trying to corrupt the kids' minds, whatever. But I don't want to hear none of that from none of them. None of them. Look, us regular folk, us folks that got common sense. This ain't our battle. Let's sit back and enjoy this show. Let's sit back and laugh. And I'm knowing the WNBA, I'm 1,000% sure their ratings are about to go out the roof. And this is what we wanted. This is what they wanted. I'm excited, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Usually I will be against this kind of stuff. I'm actually excited. Look at my face. I'm actually excited. Come on.
So,
And unless they do that, you're very certain you're going to be declaring, right?
oh no, I'm declaring. Yeah, no, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black,
Oh,
hopefully United States senator, that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman.
hey, and I love the fact that he using all the right pronouns back against them. He's showing them like, okay, y'all want to make it so y'all want to push that agenda so bad that this whole well, you're trans so you get a slight, or you're black so you get this is it, this is or you're black so you don't get. But hey, he finna prove all these stereotypes that we've been having to live through. Oh man, this finna be good. He abusing all the right ones. Trans, black, what else? And ain't nothing wrong with being black. Let me preference that. But we all know they try to push that. How do I say this without sounding too bad? They try to push that feminist stuff. Like me personally, I just hate to see black men so feminized, bro. Like any kind of femininity toward black men, like men across the board. But I'm a black man, so I'm speaking from that perspective. I hate that, bro. Any kind of feminization and all that kind of stuff. It's like, man, when we gonna make a stance? This the stance right here. Well, this is the start of that stance. Next, we got to get that fruity stuff out the movies. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's go.
Athlete.
How do you think the women players in the WNBA will feel about this?
Well, I think they're going to have nightmares, as they should. Yeah, I mean, I'm 260 pounds, 265 pounds,
Let's
6 foot
go.
8. Can palm a man's basketball probably as easily as any player in history. I think I had the third biggest hands in the modern NBA draft combine, in the modern in history of the modern NBA draft combine. So, yeah, I'm sure that the women's basketball is going to fare even easier to palm, which is a huge advantage. We saw that with Michael Jordan and other great players. So they're going to have nightmares, and they should, because I really feel like I'm going to be dominant.
If you make it to the WNBA, you plan to use the women's locker room and
If
what
he
else?
makes it.
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't want to be discriminated
Look at the
against. I
smirk,
mean,
bro.
come on. Why wouldn't I use the women's locker room?
Bro, he look. These two players might just end all this BS that we're going through right now in the states. Like all the common sense stuff, I think it's gonna become common sense again. Once these two finish what they, I applaud these two young men. I applaud these two young men. Look, the same bad. Look, if you got any kind of sense, you love this right now. You love. Come on, man. I'm excited.
I mean, I grew up playing basketball since I was about 5 years old, and a lot of women in my family. My little sister is a collegiate basketball player,
Hmm.
D1 collegiate basketball player. And I've grown up knowing a lot of girls and women's basketball players. The great Nancy Lieberman was one of my coaches, Lady Magic over in the Big Three.
Come on,
And I have
man.
great respect for the skill of women's basketball. And even at the girls' level in high school, you see that the girls have to play a much more skilled game because they don't have some of the physical God-given abilities or natural physical abilities as the men.
This is poetry in motion. He basically, ladies, and this is why y'all shouldn't even get offended. To all the ladies watching this, he's standing up for y'all. He literally giving y'all props. Look, y'all are amazing. Y'all have more technicality. Y'all have to have more skills because obviously y'all aren't most women. Well, it's only a small percentage that maybe can, but most women can't go up there and just dunk the basketball or just do some of the more physical demanding stuff that's so exciting, which is what causes the viewership in the NBA. So y'all have to be more technical. Like y'all footwork has to be more right. Like y'all got to make sure y'all shot is like on point because y'all can't go up there and just slam it. Like you know what I mean? Like everything has to be more precise. So he giving y'all credit, bro. If y'all fight against this man, I ain't gonna lie. You kind of dumb. I ain't gonna lie. If you fight against this, right? These two men is sacrificing for the greater good. Hey, we need to be standing for them. Like, we stand for all this other BS, all this fake woke stuff, all this kind of. Man, we need to stand with these two gentlemen. Cause never in my natural born life, as long as I've been around, look, since dinosaur days, y'all know I'm old. As long as I've been around, never did I expect that the WNBA would want men, trans men at that to come. Now we finna correct it. And matter of fact, I think we need to do this across the board with all fields. If you want to be honest, that needs to be in the business world. Obviously, WNBA is gonna shake it up even more. Um, any kind of sport, we need to have that definite line of okay, men over here, women over here. Why are we trying to mix the two? Everybody comes with their greatness within. Each gender has a great size. Just figure out okay, what makes you great, and do that for viewership. Men, it's the physical attributes and dunking and all that kind of stuff. All right, women, whatever that is gonna be for y'all. We can sit down and talk about that one day. Do that. But look, man, I'm old. I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta take my blood pressure medicine. I'll catch y'all in the next. Oh, hold up. Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all donate to the channel. Description is gonna be down here to my Cash App, man. Help us grow, man. We're growing slowly but surely, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And now I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.